If you're considering a move to the South Charlotte area, you like to get outdoors, have kids, you have a lot of things you like to do in the area, or just explore, well, this is the right video for you because you get a chance to explore the 5 top South Charlotte parks on our board that you're going to want to check out. You'll want to hang out for part number 5, which is a hidden gem that we found that we wanted to share with you. So get your popcorn ready because we're going to jump in and start exploring. So let's talk about our first park on our list and why it is so popular. It's actually one of the most iconic South Charlotte, if not Charlotte area parks overall, and that's Freedom Park. It's located in the super nice, popular area of Myers Park and Dilworth, just south of Uptown. So we're gonna continue moving south Charlotte, checking out parks, but Freedom Park is within the neighborhoods of Myers Park and Dilworth. So you have really nice neighborhoods, beautiful, well-maintained park where you'll see individuals, business people, families with strollers all day long in this park that are just enjoying it. The weekend we'll have Little League going on if it's baseball season, soccer games, and it is a gorgeous park with a beautiful lake right, really more of a pond right in the middle, that people are just walking around it and enjoying the nature within the really close to Uptown. So it almost feels like a nature right in the middle or right before you enter the city of Uptown Charlotte. Let's learn a little bit more about Freedom Park and why it's so popular and some of the features that the park has to offer. One of the more obvious attractions to Freedom Park, especially with events, is the amphitheater that's just surrounded by the really beautiful lake that's there. So they have a variety of events throughout the year, but especially the Freedom Festival that takes part in the park that just offers people from all over Charlotte to come to this well-maintained park. And it's just awesome. So that's definitely one of the big perks of having such a nice park in such a popular area of Charlotte. And where did Freedom Park get its name or its history? Well, in 1949, Freedom Park was donated by the citizens of Charlotte in honor of World War II veterans, which makes sense for its name, Freedom Park, and just, like I said, honoring those soldiers. And it is just always has been, and its purpose has been a central gathering place for citizens in Charlotte. And over the years, it's just continued to develop and add new parts of the park and continue to be very well maintained. You'll go there during the day, lunch hour, business people will be walking around, taking a stroll, or families or individuals just getting exercise, or weekends with Little League baseball. It's just a really popular park that people in Charlotte really associate as the park for Charlotte. If you're coming, you want to check it out. So that's number 1 on our list. We're gonna roll on to number 2, and let's jump into that right now. Whoa, before I forget, this is your first time to the channel, or you've returned and you wanna continue to get updated on all things going on in the Charlotte, particularly the South Charlotte area, make sure you subscribe so you'll continue to be notified of new videos, new content we share with you every single week. I'm Steve Jarrell with the Longleaf Group at eXp Realty here in South Charlotte. Love working with people just like you that are curious about making the move to the Charlotte area, whether it's the next 9 days, 9 months. We love chatting with you, jumping on a call or Zoom just to answer questions and help you make the best decision for you. So make sure you reach out, You can click the button, schedule a meeting with me to learn more, but we love it. So make sure to reach out. And with all of that said, let's jump back in and dive into the number 2 park that you're definitely going to want to check out here in South Charlotte. And number 2 on our list is Colonel Francis Beatty Park, right on the brink of Matthews, North Carolina, and Weddington. And it's right there on Matthews Weddington Road. What you'll notice, especially about all the parks that we're sharing, each of them have different things that are important to different people and have their own niche or focus that may be attractive to you. They're just set up that way with smaller parks, more cozy environments, and larger parks. And that's where this one falls into. This is an over 265 acre park that has different areas of the park. It's spread out in a way that there's different areas of parks or playgrounds, I should say, or a lake on this side, Little League games taking place. It's a big park and there's a lot of green area, and it offers a lot of different things that families or individuals that want to get exercise and check out some beautiful parts of South Charlotte are absolutely worth checking out. So this is number 2 on our list. So let's explore it a little deeper. So why is this park so popular? And a big reason is the variety of options it provides people that are showing up. Whether you're into mountain biking, there's a 5-mile mountain biking trail that runs through the park. There's a beautiful 20-acre lake that offers kayaking, canoeing, taking part in the lake and the water around inside of the lake. And there's playgrounds, there's trails for people to run or walk on, and you'll see that variety of people there, whether they're parents with strollers, children at the Little League playground parks. There's just a variety of things going on, and it is a big park and it is spread out. So as you drive through the park, you'll see that there are different sections. If you go left on one road, it'll take you probably a half mile before you hit the next area or playground area. So you do have those sections because it's such a large park, but there are really cool trails that you can really get a good workout, as opposed to some parks you go to and there's, you walk 10 feet and you're at the end of the trail. This is a very robust walking trail and running trails, and like I said, mountain biking trails, so you can really get your exercise and running in these areas. So whether you like exploring, jumping into a boat and going exploring the lake, or just taking your kids to the playground, it has all those things. Also, your other kids you may be taking to the park, your pets, your dogs. There is a dog off-leash area. It's a very pet-friendly park that you can take part in as well. So, and a lot of people are looking for, I want to take my dogs, or I want to take my children, or I just want to go by myself. Well, this park has all of those things, and it's continued to just evolve and grow. It's in one of the most popular areas of South Charlotte, which is the Matthews area, which is why I also really like, because I can jump right there and be there in less than 10 minutes and be ready to get working out or taking my kids there to play. So that's why this is number 2 on our list. And it's a great park, all the things you can imagine that a large park like this would have. So that's number 2. And we'll jump into number 3 as we continue winding our way south here in Charlotte. If you've watched some of our other videos of things going on in South Charlotte, you may remember our overview of the brand new Waxhaw Downtown Park. Well, it's popping up again as number 3 on our parks that you need to check out. And that is, this downtown park is absolutely amazing. It's brand new, so it still has that new car type feel. When you show up, everything's new and clean and bright. The park really is great for a number of reasons. At the location right in that downtown Waxhaw area, so you can stroll down Main Street, come over to the park, or you can just show up at the park and take part in the variety of amenities, tools you want to take part in, whether it's the playground, which is really nice with the turf on the bottom. There's a incline part of and decline part of the park where your kids can play rolling down it to the playground, and it's just a really nice, well laid out park. You have a basketball tree area where your kids don't have to be more than 4 years old to shoot a ball around and just have fun, because some of the baskets are a little lower. but this park is definitely one that's gonna be a central part of the downtown Waxhaw area for a long time. And they're continuing to develop more parts of the park. So right now it's completely ready to go play on, but you can see as they're developing areas, it's gonna continue to get better and better. I really like that it's hot outside and there's the stream that goes through part of the park that's an all green stream, naturally filtering itself. It's just a really nice park that they've had in the works for a while, and it's exciting that's available now. We've been there several times, and it's definitely a place that if you're exploring, checking out different parts of Charlotte, South Charlotte, and Waxhaw, Matthews become an area that you're really focusing on and seeing if it's a fit, definitely check out downtown Waxhaw Park, because you'll see that it's an area that you probably want to check out multiple times, especially if you have kids and the playground's the thing that you're going to be using and wanting kids. So. Number 3, definitely the Waxhaw Downtown Park is on our list. And like I mentioned, you can check out our other video really diving into the park. So the Ann Springs Close Greenway was established in 1995 in honor of its creator, local philanthropist, somebody that's been passionate about this project for a long time. And that's really where the park has its roots, which is in conservation, enjoying the green space, nature, in this area in Fort Mill. And you can see as you go to the different parts of this park, of this greenway, we'll call it a park, but it's a whole lot more than that. But it has been all about exploring and enjoying nature at its finest here in the Fort Mill area. With over 2,100 acres of park space, one of the first things you'll notice about Ann Springs Close Greenway is its vast size. And if you're driving around without this park map, you're going to get lost really quick. There's multiple entrances. All of that's explained within the park map, and that's what's going on within the park and what different entrances have. There's a lake that is within the lake entrance of Lake Higler Road entrance that has paddle boarding. There's 2 different water-featured water park. One of them's a pond, one of them obviously is a lake that you can paddleboard, kayak, canoe. There's also areas for your dog park. And all of those things you're gonna need to really, instead of just showing up and trying to navigate yourself without a map or anything, you're gonna wanna get a map, check it out, because it is big, it's gorgeous. The hiking and the trails are, in my opinion, it's the best park for doing those things. There's a lot of good hiking and trails within the Charlotte, especially the South Charlotte area, but Ann Springs Close is definitely at the top of the list. If you like to get outdoors and explore, there are playgrounds and there are dog park part of the park, but the best part of this greenway is the exploring outside and just enjoying nature. And that's what it was designed for from its very inception, is to really enjoy the outdoors. So if you like getting outdoors and enjoying nature at its finest, definitely check out Ann Springs Close Greenway. It's a long name, but it is gorgeous, right in Fort Mill. So it's South Charlotte suburb in South Carolina, but definitely worth checking out. And that's why it's number 4 on our list, which leads us to number 5, our hidden gem park that we recommend you check out, especially if you're in the Matthews part of Charlotte, or I should say just Matthews, because it's technically not a part of Charlotte, it's Matthews. So if you're in the area, definitely are going to want to check out Squirrel Lake Park. Let's check it out now and dive in a little deeper. So how did the Squirrel Lake Park make it on our list, especially as the hidden gem park that we want you to be aware of and check out? Well, if you're not familiar with the park, it's really easy to drive right by and not even know it's there. Minutes from downtown Matthews, so the location's great. It has all the things you would really want to have if you're going to a park, whether you have kids or you want to go get running or jogging into your daily routine. The Squirrel Lake Park, as it's named, has a lot of nature. Squirrels are everywhere. The lake component has a pond that you can fish off of a pier, cornhole, frisbee golf. The walking trails actually have learning components for kids as you're on a walk that you can read every 50 feet or so, that there's different signs up that kids can learn and enjoy their walk with themselves or their parents. But we love this park, and here's some of the other areas that we definitely enjoy about this park. We mentioned activities like cornhole, frisbee golf, obviously the playground areas, but the park's set up for additional activities. Even though this park isn't huge, there are different events that take place in the park that the community comes to. The pond, there's pavilions, 2 pavilions for birthday parties or just barbecuing. I really appreciate in a park like this is definitely the trails, and that it's a connector to the 4 Mile Creek Parkway. So you can actually take part in the walking trails here and connect into an even bigger path or walk or greenway within the park. So it just extends the value of the park. So you're able to do more exercising or more walking and exploring within the park. And the fact that it's kind of hidden, the way that it's set up on the road, that it's not just boom right there. So it's not crazy busy, and it is located so close to the downtown Matthews area that you're able to have it all in a more condensed space, whereas some of the other parks are so huge, you need to really plan where you're going, and this one's just all right there at Cube Point Little Park, and it's definitely one worth checking out. Bring your running shoes, bring your stroller, bring lunch, enjoy it. And that's number 5 on our list is Squirrel Lake Park. We love it. It takes us 5 minutes to get there as well. Fortunately, we know where it is, so we don't drive by it. So definitely put it on your list and enjoy all 5 of these. Each one of the parks has something different, whether it's the small, quaint park that you can enjoy all the things that you would expect from a park, playing on the playground, the barbecuing, the different nature elements of them, to the absolutely large greenways that have everything and then some, but you really have to plan out, use the map to get there. So with all of these amenities and all of these options, there's a lot to offer here in the South Charlotte area, especially if you want to get outdoors. Thank you so much for joining us on our overview of the 5 parks in the South Charlotte area that you definitely need to check out. What are your thoughts on these parks? Are there other different amenities or things that we didn't cover you'd like to learn more about? I'm Steve Jarrell with the Longleaf Group here in the South Charlotte area. If you have more questions, you want to learn about exploring the area, more than just the parks or things to do, happy to help you in any way. So make sure to reach out, send us a message. You can schedule a meeting with me, our team. We'd love to help. Once again, thanks for joining us. Until next time, we will see you then.